You know, just for fun of it, you want to do like a one-on-one with stock tarantulas?
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, I just want something a little bit chaotic, or at least something just for fun this once. Yeah, I kind of don't know what the. It was supposed to be like one of Calvin Hobbes or Freebirth Toad that would unlock the elemental tarantula and Battlemaster in instant action, but I don't know whether I have to make a clanner slot for it or. So I don't think trying to type it in from instant action helped me out.
Ramp down. Visibility 500 meters.
Let's just do first to 3, why not? It's been a while since we piloted these. Oh no!
Critical hit, arm, critical hit, arm, critical hit, sensors, critical hit, jump jet, exhaust port. Enemy mech destroyed. External camera engaged.
Uh-oh.
Enemy power-up detected.
I thought I saw a piece of you. I thought you respawned near me, but no, that was just a piece of you. Okay, yeah, you did respawn near me.
Critical hit, jump jet, exhaust port, critical hit, leg, critical hit, hip, critical hit, jump jet, exhaust port. External camera engaged.
Spider Pig, Spider Pig. He does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't, cause he's a pig. Look out! He is a Spider Pig. They really should have changed it for, you know, the tarantulas, make it such that, you know, you don't need the back legs to be broken, in order to be, considered dead.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah. Who's the kicker for the Falcons now? Is it? I don't think it's Matt Bryan anymore, is it?
Enemy power-up detected.
You know, I don't know, actually.
Yeah. Because only once in a blue moon do you know kickers' names in the NFL, and unfortunately nowadays, if you happen to know a kicker's name, it's for a very bad reason. At least we're not fans of NFC North teams. Those teams are just woefully unclutched with kicking. I'm not even sure if the Bears coaching staff got over the double doink yet. This whole offseason, it didn't look like they got over it.
Critical hit, lag, critical hit, lag. Enemy mech destroyed.
So, you up for another one?
Sure, something a little bit less crazy this time, though.
Yeah, something a little bit more sane or a little bit in your face or not long-winded like this.
I wish we could get some more people in.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like that Sunday's a really big day for us. It's almost always for us. We always try to do this on the weekends.
I wish we could all convert to, or at least partially go to MechWarrior Living Legends. Because they need regular people over there, man. It's all these really good people.
Mm-hmm. I think for us, it's also just getting to the point where, it's not just mechs that we have to master. It's like we also have to control the skies and tanks also. Thing is, though, it's like with Living Legends and online, we kind of really need like the community, or at least the minimum spec for the community to be at least, I don't know, I want to say like 2013 plus standards, because that is what we kind of need to run CryEngine consistently. Let's do something a little bit more. Well, we just did stock. I kind of don't want to go back to a stock again. Let's do this C4. What do you usually see in the successful C4 builds, or at least the ones you're pretty good at?
I tend to veer towards machine gun and LRM-20.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like if this was Mercs, where we had 4 or 5. If this was Mercs or Mech 3, where we had 4 or 5 fire control groups, then I don't have a problem putting an autocannon in there. But with just 3 in Mech 2, it just feels awkward because you have to build around the autocannon rather than building other things naturally, because I usually like grouping by range, and I don't know, I really need like 4 or 5 to make the most of it. 3 just makes it feel just segued and awkward. Because
all I know is Rad is a big proponent of machine guns, and I'm not saying that's the only reason he's good, but it helps.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, though, it's like I find machine guns to be more consistent. Because with autocannons, it's like you've seen some of my videos earlier where, I seemingly put a lot of autocannon lead on target, only for the chunks to not show up and it doesn't count as a hit. And that's the thing that kind of irks me a lot about it, honestly.
Autocannon is really good in C6, like you were saying, when you can put like 3 or 4 of them on there.
Mm-hmm.
Something we rarely do is C5.
What was 5 exactly?
It's almost C6, I think. I think you can put like 3 or 4 ACs, autocannons on, but
No,
there's some
I think the autocannons were still capped. I think they just raised the limit on they raised the limit on missiles. They didn't raise the autocannon cap.
Oh, okay. It's been so long since I've done it, I can't even remember.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Fire engaged.
I think Tanaka's a pretty good place just for straight up meleeing. Well, it helps that all the buildings are invincible. Well, you got me.
Heat level critical. Fire engaged. Shutdown sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden.
I think we're at the point where it's just that all of our ammo doesn't matter anymore. It's just whoever has the advantage on energy.
Critical hit. Gyro. Engaged. Enemy mech destroyed.
I was so dead, man. I was red everywhere.
Yeah, you were yellow on the wireframe screen, but I guess I did that much damage with those medium pulses, huh?
Enemy power-up detected.
Usually, like, yeah, this is not really the kind of game where you can just stack like 3 or 4 medium pulses and win. That's more of a Mech 3 sort of thing, or even in Mech Commander. Whereas this one, you only need like really 1 or 2.
sequence initiated. Shutdown sequence overridden. Enemy mech destroyed.
Because usually, I usually just put like 2 medium pulses on my mech.
Detected.
Or better yet, I only just use like 1. Just have it be something for rapid fire and let some other weapons do the talking. But usually, like in single, I prefer about 5 or 6 medium lasers. I would like to just have like 1 medium pulse or 2 and then just put the rest in like 8 machine guns, but the problem is though, it's like ammunition wise it just doesn't seem sustainable when you have like a lot of other mechs to contend with, particularly assaults, unless you can just knock off a leg with their lasers. And wow. Ow, my back! Yeah, you got me there.
Exhaust port. Critical hit. Leg.
Let me guess, L-arms in the torsos, machine guns in the arms, or are they a little bit more spread out?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't check. I just chose this mech.
Ah. Oh. My bad. You okay? Okay.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I was just so damaged, and I just had one small pulse that it gets to the point where it's like, you know, sooner or later you're gonna die.
Yeah, because I'm not really a fan of shooting on defenseless pilots, on principle.
Enemy power-up detected.
that was something. What did you have on that mech?
2 LRM-5s, 7 machine guns, and 6 machine guns, all with 2 tons ammo each and 2 medium pulses. So what I like to do is use 1 medium pulse standalone, so I can just probe at range around 400 meters ish, and then I think what you've done with putting a pulse with the rest of your machine guns, I kind of took a note from that and just put the other medium pulse to tie with my machine guns. So yeah, it's a little lightweight.
It worked out.
Oh, you were saying?
I was just saying it worked out good.
Yeah, the thing is though, it's like I like to use that for anything that requires like close encounters. But yeah, the 2 LRM-5s, I just use those as a little ballistics option at range. Because as fun as it may be to swap it out for a large pulse, or at least just a large laser so I could snipe away at foes at a long range, I kind of find that, one, with missiles you have the camera, so you can track whether there's something else in the vicinity or not. But yeah, usually it's like, I kind of prefer like a large laser, but at some point it's like the LRMs speak for themselves. That, and with the 5s, it's like I'm not worried about burning ammo on it because they're already 24 shots on. So
True. I usually go for the LMR 20s, but I'm wondering if I should switch to 5, because I take the 20s and they just get blown up, and then I don't have the gun missile anyway.
yeah, because admittedly 20s have a long reload time compared to the 10s or 15s. So usually it's like any space saving I would have on the 20, I would just downgrade to a 15, and like if you have a pair of 20s, just downgrade them to 15s, and you can just add an extra heat sink.
I need to find my copy of the game. I might actually be buying a new one, like the DOS version or something, just so I can avoid Titanium's bugs. And maybe can actually beat Mercs for once.
Yeah, because I know with the 5s, you're already given like 24 shots, but for me, the 5s work perfectly in my case because I just like to sit back and just keep pelting with missiles. At least we don't have to worry about AMS here in NetMech, because otherwise I'd have to find something different entirely.
Did you and Matt ever get Mercs to work for you?
Between the two of us, Mercs works for us. The problem is, though, it's like whenever we try to connect with other people, we're just seemingly not on the same page. Yeah,
that's pretty much abandonware now, isn't it?
Depends on the licensing. I guess we're done for the night, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't got anything else. You're just gonna win again. NetMech is a fun game, but unless you're like constantly building your skills, it just takes so much energy.
Timberwolf.
Yeah. Because admittedly, with the Timberwolf I have with me, it's 375 XL, 17 heat sinks, 5 jump jets. So I don't really need more than 15, 16 to sustain some medium pulse lasers, because the rest of it's all in machine guns. But yeah, I would say that, if you're having a hard time with the 20s being gone, downgrade to 15s. The space you save will just give you another heat sink to work with. I honestly don't find the value in 20s that much, because 15s can already do enough damage already. Or heck, even a 10. But yeah, with the 2 5s, I know it's easy for me to say, you get 24 shots with them compared to like 10, 8, or 6. No, 12, 8, or 6. But yeah, they do serve their purpose quite well, which is just even though it's like minute damage, it's always just that sense of constant pressure.
Someone was talking. It'd be cool if they made a
Gargoyle.
NetMech to Living Legends. But
Warhammer. Marauder.
Yeah. I might be thinking with my assaults, I'll probably just ditch the ACs entirely and just put machine guns. Probably just do like 2 15s, 2 medium pulses, and about 4 to 6 machine guns. Yeah, I am just not digging autocannons for one reason or another.
I think Stealth was a big proponent of autocannons. You remember him?
Yeah. I think he was also the same guy who put like 6 to 8 PPCs on his Warhawk and blew himself up every time he tried to alpha strike. It was on grouse and the setting was still on cold, and yet he insta OH'd. I don't know whether he was
Go on.
I don't know whether he was trolling us or whether he forgot the memo that this is not an NHUA session. No heat unlimited ammo.
Mech 4 and beyond, PPCs are really good weapons.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that delay.
They're
Like,
also
I-
surprisingly pretty good in that 3 also. I know 1 or 2 of them will instantly raise your heat gauge to redline, but no, a pair of them will put on redline, but honestly it's like if you cycle off between 3 PPCs, you can just easily take things on at range, but unfortunately it got thrown out in favor of just park out, use 3 ER large lasers, snipe away, you win. They're also not bad in Mech Commander either. And in online, ER PPCs were surprisingly decent for me to work with. But then again, it's like I think the game already just passed me by. So I don't think I've played it for like a solid year or 2 because I just got sick of all the balance changes. But another discussion for another session. Thanks for coming by. I will cut off the line.